What's up, everybody? So I'm back to give y'all a bomb set as usual. This actually was inspired by, I'm not sure the name, but I'm going to place the picture right here. So this is the picture that the client showed me, and she just said she wanted exactly like that. I don't know, it doesn't have like the whoever did them Instagram name on it. So if you guys know who did this set, go ahead and comment down their name below, because I don't want to, just copy off of somebody without giving them, like, this set was inspired by you. I mean, it was a client request, so, and she wanted exactly like that, so it wasn't, much differences I could do. But yeah, so we just made the set exactly like that. But I do want to give her, whoever it was, her, him, her, their props for doing or creating the set first. But yeah, so you already knew we went ahead and pushed the cuticles back. And again, this video is in real time. Okay, I also have another money encapsulated set video on my channel if you want to go check that out. That's more of like a black and Versace kind of theme. This is, pink and pretty birthday vibes, so you already know. But yeah, we going in with my hand files from the nail supply store to remove the natural shine, all the oils off of the nail beds. Just moving super gentle along with this, and we're gonna do this on all of the fingers. And once I'm done just removing all of that shine, of course we going into, I did dust all the particles off. I sized my tips, got my tips already. Going in with my dehydrator from Valentino just to remove any more oils or anything. And then I just went ahead and glued my tips on. My head was in the video for most of this part, so you only seeing these 2 fingers, but y'all get the point. Y'all know how to glue some tips on, okay? She did want them this length. She didn't really want to cut them down. So basically what I did was just make sure that they were even, because some nail beds can actually be smaller than others. So, and especially if you're like placing the nail tip on further up the nail bed, if that makes sense. Like, it's just many different reasons why the tips could be uneven, and you don't want to leave them just like this. If the client says they just want them this length, like, look at my glove getting stuck, that always happens. But you always want to make sure that, yeah, you just making sure everything is the same length. Whether that's my dog, someone just walked in the house and he going crazy, but she wanted them coffins, so of course I'm just going in to cut them into that coffin shape, and then I'm using my same hand file to just shaping that up, creating that coffin shape, and then we gonna blend the tip into the natural nail bed. And of course we doing this on all of the fingers. And once we done with all of this shaping, of course I went ahead, dusted everything off, and got ready for my acrylic application. I'm applying some dehydrator from Valentino, and then I'm going to apply my No Lift Nails primer. And I am doing one hand at a time, just because, you know, like the money nails, it takes a little longer to do one hand, and the primer and stuff can only last, like it only lasts a certain amount of times, you know, like a good 20-30 minutes. So you want to make sure if you're taking longer on sets that you're doing one hand at a time, so that it doesn't cause lifting, because the primer is not working no more by the time you get to that hand, you know. For this pink, I'm using Pink Starburst by Nail House, and I'm just going through and applying a little bit at a time because we want that pink glitter background. And then while it's wet, I'm applying the little money sign, and then applying a little bit more acrylic and just pressing it down so that it sticks. And it's kind of better if you get, like, obviously not too wet, like, but you want to push the money in there when it's drying a little bit, so it's more sticky instead of like so runny, because once it's runny like that, it's not really sticking on there. But when it's more sticky, then, or tacky or whatever, then it's just gonna be easier to stick on. So yeah, I'm just going like a little bit of the glitter acrylic at a time so that I can place each piece of money sign. And then once that's done, I'm going to just let that sit while we work on the other money sign, or the money finger, or whatever. And basically for that finger, basically just going to do the same thing with the glitter in the background. And then I did actually try to use some glue, but honestly, I would just stay with how I mentioned, like the tackiness of the acrylic, you know, because the glue really wasn't helping at all anyways. So like, yeah, but you'll see me do it. So I am going to have to encapsulate these in clear, but I'm going to just go ahead and do the other fingers first. So for the other fingers, I'm using Princessa, something like that. Princessa, something like that. From Valentino. It's like this very sheer type of pinkish, super cute, which you can see. And I'm going to be doing this on this ring finger and the pinky. And then on the thumb, we going in to do a full glitter nail with the pink Starburst. So once we're done with that, of course, I'm going into encapsulate the money. So yeah, we just going in, and it's basically a regular application. It is gonna end up really thick and bumpy because, you know, the money is sticking out all types of ways, but that's fine because, you know, we can always fix it up with some shaping. I mean, it's better to get a better application so you don't have to shape as much, but it's kind of difficult, especially if you're a beginner. You know, it's difficult to encapsulate money, especially because money is such like a big type of thing, you know. So it's okay for it to come out bumpy or whatever. You know, just make sure that you're getting the best type of structure that you can, you know, with the thickness and the apex, and then deal with the shaping. But yeah, so I'm just going in, and you'll see me do this on the two money fingers, and also the thumb with the glitter is gonna need some encapsulating. So yeah. So this hand is basically done now. We about to move on to the next hand, but of course I need some more liquid. So you always want to make sure that your thing is filled up with liquid to where your brush can be completely covered. Don't be like me and let it go underneath, because then your application can really start like to get messed up. The way your brush is picking up the acrylic, like it can just get real gooey and messy. You don't want that. But yeah, we just prepping this hand for acrylic, because like I said, you want to do it separate if you know you're going to take a little while on one hand. So of course my dehydrator from Valentino and my no lift nails primer. And for this hand, I'm actually just going to show y'all the money fingers, because I basically did the same thing, like the 2 pinkish nude, the 1 glitter finger, and then the 2 money fingers. So, and I did try to zoom out more on this hand so that you could see me like dipping into my monomer and my powders and stuff, whereas the other hand I was zoomed in more so you could see what I'm doing on the actual hand. I just like to give y'all 2 different views so that you can see both of what I'm doing. And yeah, just the same thing going in with my acrylic. And I did, you know, when I had enough clear, or I had enough glitter on there, I added some clear just to make sure that the money pieces was sticking. So I didn't add more glitter, I added clear instead to make sure that it sticks on there. And yeah, just basically doing the same thing. And then of course we're gonna go into encapsulate them with my crystal clear from Valentino. That's the clear I'm using. So once we're done with the application, of course, we got to go in to do the shaping. So here I'm using my hand file, and I'm just cleaning up the sides, obviously, and a little bit on top and the tip, underneath, everything. And then I will go in with my hand file, or my e-file, I mean, to clean up the cuticle area and any bumps or anything the underneath. You'll see it all. If you do want to see a more detailed video on my shaping, that video is in the description box below. And we're going to do some real hard shaping for these little money nails, because you see how chunky they are. Like I mentioned, it's okay, but watch how this shape come out, okay? Because I definitely did clean them up real nice from how they was looking before to how they ended up looking. Like, I did a pretty good job, okay? But yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and let y'all watch. So for shaping with the money nails, I know my head is all in the way. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm using a lot of the e-file because it's so chunky. So I'm just using a lot of the e-file just to bring it down as much as I can. And then I will use the rest with the hand file. Like I do a lot of going back and forth just to get that shape. You don't want to do too much e-file, because it can, like, especially on the sides, you don't want to do a lot of e-file because is so short, it only gets a section of the side, and it makes the side like all bumpy, if that makes sense. Whereas the hand file, you can get the full side at once. Like, it just makes it much more even. So yeah, just going in, doing what I can or whatever. And of course, I'm gonna do this on all the money nails, and of course the rest of the nails, and I'll be back. And I just want to mention again that I have been like, I switched it up a little bit to where I use my hand file and then the e-file on that first finger. And then I'll do that on each finger as I go. Whereas first I would do like all the fingers my hand file and then all the fingers my e-file. But like this is like, okay, I'm done that finger. Now I don't have to go back to it. So once I'm done that last finger, I'm good. You know, like I don't have to go back or nothing. And especially coming with these money nails, because I know I'm gonna have to go from my hand file to the E file, from my hand file to the E file, like back and forth to get that desired shape. So for me to just go through, do all the hand file and then all the E file, like that's just not gonna be enough when it comes to a set like this. So yeah, I just want to throw that out there. Then obviously once I'm done with all the shaping, I had my client wash her hands. Then we on to the paints. So I'm using this paint that I got from Michael's. It's like acrylic paint. And I'm using black and these little acrylic paint brushes that I got off of Amazon. That link is in the description box below. And I'm just going in to draw a money sign. So I like to get the outline first, and then I'll go back in to thicken it out and create like the curves and everything that I need, like the thickness of wherever, you know. So, but I think one tip that I've learned recently is with the paintbrushes, you really have to make sure that I don't know how to explain this, but you have to make sure that you're using them flat. Like the brush isn't in, it's not to a point at the tip. It has to be like straight, flat, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, but you want to make sure it's flat so that you're getting those even lines, whereas if it was rounded to a point at the end, it wouldn't be as even. Like, I don't know, that's just what has been helping for me, especially with the letters. I'm gonna write money talks right here. When I wrote them little letters for talk, the word talk, oh my God, like they really came out bomb. And I think it was because I was using the paintbrush flat instead of to a point. So yeah, I hope that helps. And I have water there that I'm using. This is water that I'm dipping my brush into, because you don't want to use acetone when you're using acrylic paint, because that's not how acrylic paint works. Okay, we're using water with acrylic paint and acetone with polish. So for the other hand, this finger I'm going in with a Virgo sign because it's Virgo season, okay? Today is actually September 9th that I'm going to be posting this, and my daughter's first birthday is tomorrow, September 10th. And I'm just so excited. Like, you know, it's a blessing to just have a daughter, and she's turning one. Like, I'm happy. But yeah, she's my little Virgo, and she was actually born on my father's birthday, and my father actually passed away like 4 years ago. So it was a crazy, because she actually came like a month early, because my due date, I was pregnant obviously last year. You guys already know that. But my due date was October 8th. So she came, like, my father was really pulling some strings up there in heaven or something, because she came a month early on his birthday. So, you know, that's just really a blessing. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm throwing her a little Moana birthday party this weekend, so we're gonna see how that goes. I know some of y'all said y'all want me to talk, like, you know, stories a little bit more, so I figured I'd tell y'all that. But like I already mentioned, you know, I'll go in to get the design first, and then I'll go in to thicken it out and create the shapes and the whatever, you know, the thickness, whatever. And we doing, it's going to say Virgo season. So I'm basically just doing a Virgo sign, and then I'm writing the little season there, which you'll see me do. So I did mention that I'm throwing my daughter's Moana party this weekend, and I'm setting everything up myself. I'm making the cake and the sweets table all by myself, you know, everything, because I actually paid someone to do my baby shower, and it came out amazing. And interior design and decorations and stuff like that is actually another one of my passions. So if y'all do want to see me, you know, like have me, or should I do like a little vlog of her party, to where, you know, I show me setting up and how everything came out, you know, how her party is. If y'all want me to do that, just to have, you know, something a little different on my channel, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, or should I just keep this channel nails? You know, obviously I'm gonna keep it nails, but like every once in a while I can have like a little something different just to throw in there, you know. But let me know in the comments. So once we done the nail art, we going in to add some diamonds. I'm using my Zulay's Bling Adhesive, y'all. I am so over this damn adhesive. Like, it is so bomb. I love it so much. But do you see the brush I'm using? Like, first of all, the black tip right there that's sitting there was the original brush. The brush got pulled out and it like came out the actual thing. So I have no brush part of it. And I kept using the little hard part. And I was like, okay, let me use a different brush from like an old gel top coat that ran out. I was getting ready to throw the bottle away. I was like, you know what? I could use this top for my glue because I don't have a top. So I started using that and the brush came out of that one too. Like, this stuff is just so hard and it gets hardened up in the brush. So I try to pull the hardened stuff out of the brush and then the whole brush come off. Like, but anyways, I just kept using the little tip because I got to use it somehow, some way, get my money's worth, okay? But, yeah, I'm just applying my little gems or whatever. And we doing this same design on both of the pinkies of both hands. But I basically just showed this hand. And, yeah, I'm going to just let y'all see. Once we done with the diamonds, I'm going in with my Holy Grail top coat, Cnd Shellac, to go over the hand painted design because I don't know if it's fully dry yet. And this top coat helps prevent like the crumbling up under gel polish, if you guys know what I'm talking about. This doesn't do that, so I'm just using it on that one hand. And then I went in to use a little bit of, I used like my E-Nail Couture gel top coat and my Madame Glam gel top coat just to empty these bottles out because both of these bottles are like on the end. So I'm just trying to get all the rest of it out, you know, as much as I can before I throw them away. So yeah, it's going to take me a little while to actually top coat these because of that. So bear with me. But once that's done, yeah, we're going to cure these for 60 seconds. And the Cnd Top Coat is a wipe top coat, so I'm just taking this little alcohol wipe and wiping down that sticky, tacky residue that's left on there. And once I'm done with that, I'm just going in with my cuticle oils to apply this everywhere. And this is the final look. These came out super cute. I've always wanted to do like a money encapsulated set, but like a girly money encapsulated set. So this definitely did the job. I just love these so much. And if y'all know the ladies or the person's Instagram that did this set before me, please let me know so that I can give her a shout out. And yes, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video.